What's up, everybody? This is one of the most interesting game hunting adventures that I've ever been on. I met up with a woman who used to be a representative for SEGA and then Microsoft back in the late 1990s through the early 2000s. She would go to stores like Best Buy and GameStop and set up promotional items like standees and posters. She'd put new demo discs in their kiosks and do maintenance on them if they needed it. Well, I got to go to her house and dig through all the stuff that she had accumulated over the years while working for those companies. She had some really cool things, some very unique promo items. I actually filmed a decent amount of footage while doing that, so I'm going to show you that first, and then I'll come back and go through everything with a little bit more detail and tell you a little bit more about how this all happened. So, enjoy! This is all like promotional little stick-ons and buttons, stickers. This is kind of cool. It's a little blood vial for Turok Evolution, the secret of blood. We have a large mix of like SEGA stuff, SEGA promotional items. That whole box is full. There's like a Phantasy Star Online standee, some just random gaming stuff like an Atari. There's a bunch of games over here. The Seaman in there is still sealed. And this is a Seaman in the can. Very weird. A lot of stuff is in like bags never used. There's like a little Perfect Dark Zero. Maybe it looks like a little pop-off that you would put on like the wall or counter or so, like it sticks to it. There's about 10 of these Phantasy Star Online little countertop standees. And then a Shenmue one, you just pop out the back on them. These are pretty cool. All like the work t-shirts, Xbox Live, Perfect Dark Zero. Actually not t-shirts, they're like, you know, nice collared shirts. Xbox, Fable, Brute Force jacket. Quite a bit of Perfect Dark Zero in here. And this box is full of countertop standees for like Space Channel 5. Got Crazy Taxi, Choo Choo Rocket. I don't know if you'll know what this is if you're like under the age of 13, but it's a VHS tape, and it's like for Choo Choo Rocket, like a little promo of the game, like gameplay and talking about it. And then they would come in these big boxes like this. This one's for like a summer games, a bunch of different games on the VHS tape, but pretty cool. Outdated, obviously, but still interesting. This stuff is right up Jeremy's alley. Tons of promotional buttons for like movies. There is a few video game ones in here as well. This is probably the coolest thing I've come across so far, a light-up Xbox sign. And then there's a new in-box Xbox floor mat to go in front of the interactives. And then these big vinyl stickers. The way I got in contact with this woman was from actually an old co-worker of mine calling me and saying, hey, I know someone that has a lot of really cool stuff that you'd probably be interested in. He gave me her number. I talked to her. It turns out that she's moving out of her place. She needs to get rid of a lot of stuff, and she really doesn't have any attachment to this. This is just stuff she had gathered over the years. So she said, come on over, dig through it, and pretty much take what you will. I'll tell you right now, I got everything for $100. She just wanted it all gone. I handed her $100, and she's like, cool, otherwise it was probably going to go in the trash. So this stuff was saved from getting destroyed. I'm going to start going through it. I have a couple boxes worth of things. A lot of them, obviously, like you saw, are duplicates, or not even duplicates, just multiples of things. We have these Phantasy Star standees. Well, one is actually a standee. This one has the actual like back you can pop up on it. You can see they're also like three-dimensional. These are more like you would stick on maybe a shelf or some type of rack in the store because they have a sticky bar on it. There's nothing on the back to stand them up. There are quite a few of these. There's an entire stack that alternate back and forth between the two different types. I think there was around 12 of these or something like that. And then there's this Crazy Taxi. Some of the things I'm going to show you, obviously, you've probably already seen in the video. This was also a couple days ago that I filmed that footage. The Crazy Taxi VHS tape in there with its original bubble wrap. This box has a lot of the games that I got in it. We have Voodoo Vince, Pirates: The Legend of Black Cat, Sonic Heroes. We have the Conquer Live and Reloaded like demo disc. We have Seaman, which the Seaman top of the box has been cut open but everything is in there, and the actual game inside is still sealed. Don't know if you can really tell on camera, but that's pretty damn cool. I'll worry about that in a second. I don't want to screw it up in there. We have a bunch of Xbox 360 like demo discs for the kiosk, like quite a few of them, probably around 20 or so total. Crazy Taxi. A lot of the games, unfortunately, weren't, like super rare titles or anything. Another Crazy Taxi. Frogger 2 on the Dreamcast. South Park Love Shack. Shenmue. These are very dusty also. We have a sealed copy of what is a SEGA Bass Fishing. That's a good one to have sealed. Namco Museum. A sealed copy of Samba de Amigo. 18-wheeler. And almost done with the games. Atari Anniversary Edition. Echo the Dolphin. Some more of the 360 kiosk little sampler discs. There are tons of these original Xbox stickers, these big stickers. I got a whole stack of those. A VHS tape for Choo Choo Rocket. I don't even have a VHS player to stick that in. We have a bag of like Xbox 360 buttons, quite a few of those. This box has lots of just little sort of like promo items and trinkets and stuff in it. These are, Fable Post-it notes for the original Fable game. More buttons. I'm not going to go through every single thing. Here's some of like the 360 promotional buttons. Sega Dreamcast Mobile Assault Tour stickers. This is interesting. This is a holiday card for that I guess she received, that's signed on the back by probably some of the members of like the promotional team for Xbox or for Microsoft. These 360 window clings. I think this is a Halo. Oh yeah, it's a little Halo. Oh, for the original Halo. That's cool. Halo Chief Warrior Isle Violator Assembly. That's what it looks like when it's set up and everything's all in there. I love little crap like that. We have... This is sort of similar to that, but this is for Perfect Dark Zero. You can see her standing in there. It's another little, like, setup thing that you can stick onto a shelf. Tons of brute force buttons in here, or like pins. Brute force pins. A few random buttons. Turok Evolution, like with a release date on it. Ask Me About Xbox button. Now on to the second box. She actually had an Atari. A random Atari with a few games in here. She saved this from going into the trash when she saw like one of her neighbors throwing it away one time. Like Maze Craze, Frogger, and has Asteroids and Pac-Man in there. So I really don't ever pick up Atari stuff or do much with Atari. So that was just sort of like she's like, here, take it. I don't play it, obviously, so I have no use for it. These are probably some of the coolest things that I got. Still in their little original box. These are for the game Seaman. You got like your instructional paperwork for the employees, your Don't Panic Seaman little warning piece of paper. What this is a can. It's I'm Alive Seaman of the Sea in Water. And what you do is you open up the can, and there's a little, like, battery is long dead. I've already tried it. Underneath the lid, there's a little, like, sensor, light sensor, and it talks to you when you open it up. And originally there would have been candy inside here. Well, the candy has turned to a goo in a bag. I believe they were like gummy worms or something, but no longer gummy or edible for sure. But just the fact that this is something that still exists, this weird-ass Seaman in a can promotional item. The idea is you put it on the counter at the store and people would come up, and it's not really that easy to open, so I don't see as it wasn't something that somebody could just pull up. You kind of have to pry it open, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But there are two of these in here. One, and I think, let's see, there's one of them. There's quite a few random boxes. This one, and they're filthy. Woo! I'm going to get my game room covered in whatever the hell this is. Oh, this is just weird. This is a Microsoft Retail Expert Zone Toolkit. She said this was like a promotional thing for her. It has Microsoft little like pocket knife. I'm not even sure what some of this stuff is, but it's just a little toolkit. And then instructions on this side. Very odd. It's in a really nice little case, but I mean, if you're like a Microsoft fan at all, or obviously like a Xbox fan, then that's something interesting. This I think is a Dreamcast little promo thing. It's a Sega Sports lunchbox. Put that down there. And in the inside of this little lunchbox is a little Sega Dreamcast like flyer. We have some Cracker Jacks that say World Series Baseball 2K1 on them. Some of the sugar from the Cracker Jacks is kind of pooling in the corner of the bag. We got some peanuts. I'm assuming this, original bubble gum. And is this the VHS tape? Of course, your VHS tape for back then. And there's just some other, there's I think beef jerky in here. There's a whole rope of beef jerky. Very interesting and cool that it's all in here. Kind of gross that the food, this is what, 15-year-old snacks that have sat around in this bag that probably are, obviously past their eating date. I don't know, maybe the beef jerky is still good. I'm not going to try it. I think this is the other Seaman. Yeah, this is the other Seaman in a can in here. I opened up one of them to see that the candy had gone really disgusting. I didn't open up the other one. I'm assuming it's also very gross looking. These are those bags that are just full of buttons for movies and TV shows, and there are a few other video game ones in here, but most of them, I think I only saw 2 other video game ones. Everything else is like promotional items for movies. 3 bags of them. There's a Harry Potter like DVD release for Harry Potter 4. We have some more standees. These are for Jet Grind Radio. There's 5 of those. Countertop standees. We got November of 2000 Dreamcast Sonic Shuffle and Skies of Arcadia standee. That's pretty cool. There's 3 of those. These are really nice. I was really happy to see these. Shenmue standees, we got, 4 of those as well. Those are really cool. I'm a big promotional item collector, so I was really excited to see a lot of this stuff. Especially I have like almost nothing promo-wise in my collection for Dreamcast era. These are awesome. In this game room at some point, it'll happen. In my old game room, I used to have all these display boxes hung from the ceiling. I'm going to do it again, and these are some ones that'll be added to my ceiling. We have Skies of Arcadia display boxes, quite a few of those. Jet Grind Radio. There's like 4 of each of these, 4 or 5 of each. Sega Marine Fishing, and we have Quake 3 Arena. Big old stack of those. Oh wait, I saw a different one. Then we have some Shenmue boxes in there as well. One more of the Phantasy Star standees. And what's this? A NHL 2K VHS tape. We got just some like paperwork, like information on like the Dreamcast when it was coming out. More standees. Space Channel 5. Actually, these aren't standees. These are like the sticky ones that go onto shelving. There are a lot of these. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's like 8 or 9 of those at least. Some Crazy Taxi ones. The sticky type. We got Choo Choo Rocket standee. I'm not paying attention to see how glary I'm making it for you guys. Sorry about that. Just a Sega Dreamcast It's Thinking little countertop standee. She had a bunch of old work shirts and some jackets also. Xbox Live, like long sleeve, kind of like windbreaker. We have Mechasalt 2 Lone Wolf. These are like really nice collared button-up shirts. Perfect Dark Zero, there was actually 4 of these. It's the only one that there was multiples of. A Brute Force little light jacket. And then this one just says Xbox on the front, and then Fable on the back. And then a Halo 2 one that says Xbox Live on the sleeve. This I have not opened up yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It is a Xbox interactive floor mat, meaning this was a mat that they put on the ground in front of like the Xbox kiosk, so you had something nice and Xboxy to stand on. And then finally, my favorite thing that I picked up, it will look great next to my PlayStation 1. It is a light-up Xbox sign, and I didn't realize at first until I got it home that it's actually neon inside. Like, right behind where the X is, and then it says Xbox, it is in neon in that same shape. So that is all the stuff that I got. Pretty damn amazing day, especially for $100, and I'm glad I saved this stuff from just getting chucked, because there are some really amazing things here. I will end this video with this sign lit up. So again, thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What was your favorite thing that you saw? I will talk to you all later. Peace! It looks really cool with the neon showing through the logo like that. I was very happy when I plugged this thing in and it still worked.